right, guys, man, oh man. Let's talk about Monday Night Football, guys. Monday Night Football. Seattle Seahawks beat the Philadelphia Eagles with a minute and 52 left. 92 yards, longest drive of the season for any team. Man, oh man. Tony, what do you think about this Eagles team now?
I mean, I still think they're top tier. They just had a bad couple weeks, just like any other teams do. I'm pretty sure they'll figure out, and unfortunately, going to figure it out against my team. But yeah, I mean, I still think they're top tier. I don't think Seattle's that good. They just got lucky.
Luck is not the word, my brother. They played hard. Luck is not the word. Seattle Seahawks came to play. It's not like they gave the game away. The defense got the job done. DK Metcalf, man, oh man, he's a monster. He got the job done as well.
Guys, Seattle won the Super Bowl last night.
Yeah, hey, listen, you never know. You never know,
You know
100%, buddy.
what?
Come on.
What are you talking
You
about?
can't
Get
say
out of
Seattle's
here.
not a bad team. Come on, bro.
Get out of here.
You
What?
get out of here with your dumbass DeVito.
Just
Actually,
because
I got a ball to pick with DeVito. I wait for
Hold on. Before you make an absolute fool of yourself, let's not bring that up. Because he ended up going to the restaurant tonight and he went there for free.
Well, that's
so
good.
Don't make a fool of yourself.
That's good. I didn't know that. That's good, DeVito. You did a good job there, pal.
It was his agent who he should fucking fire.
Agreed.
Yeah, without a doubt, that dude's a moron for what he said. All right, but John Paul, let's talk about the last game, buddy. What did you make of the Philadelphia Eagles?
I mean, nothing. They got beat. It happens. I mean, any given Sunday, any team. I mean, the sun shines on a dog's ass every now and again. So it happened.
They lost 3 in a row. Sunshine.
I mean, listen, it happens. I mean, the 49ers went on a losing streak too. I think they lost 3 in a row at one point this season also.
KC had a losing streak. They all have.
KC's slipping. But we'll get to that. I know. We'll get there.
We get there. All right. But you a Dallas Cowboy fan. You think you guys now have a better chance of winning that division with the Philadelphia Eagles the way they're playing?
I mean, it helped Dallas a lot with the Eagles losing. Absolutely. I mean, especially because Dallas should have. They probably could have played a little bit better against Buffalo. I give Buffalo a lot of props, especially stopping that defense the way they did. But that game was kind of iffy. Like a lot of people were like, "Oh, Josh Allen's back," and I'm like, Josh Allen really didn't do anything in that game. He had 94 yards passing and a touchdown. That was a 3-yard touchdown.
Oh, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
You started talking about it. So
I just brought a question. Yeah, you go right straight into pal. Well, wait a second. Wait a second.
Look.
Wait.
All right, hold on. No. Hold on. To answer your question.
Yes, yes or no question.
The tougher part, okay, of each team's schedule. Remember, the Eagles still got to go play the Giants twice. And granted, the Giants may not be the best team in the league, but it's a division rival, and they always give them a hard problem. All right.
Okay.
Now you also got to look at the fact that Dallas this week is going to play Miami. So I mean they have a tough schedule to themselves. But at the end of the day, do I think the Eagles have the easier route to get in? Just because of the Giants being who they are right now, putting in a third string quarterback and so on and so forth, maybe. But the Giants can also force them a problem too, man. I mean, defenses seem to be what's killing the Eagles this year. A good defense kills them, and the Giants can play at that top tier. We've seen them do it.
Okay. 100%. We've seen the Eagles lose to the Giants before it's playing time. Any given Sunday, especially divisional rivals.
Giants, as much as the Giants technically aren't mathematically out yet, as much as they aren't out yet, they want that. They want to be able to beat the Eagles and say, we stopped you from getting that NFC East title.
100%. David, what do you think, buddy?
I don't really care. I hate the Eagles. I'm happy they lost.
All right. But my friends Melissa and all y'all, I feel bad for your Eagles. Hopefully y'all win next year against us. All right. Now let's go to Buffalo versus Dallas. Buffalo came to play in Buffalo. They came and shut Dallas down. John Paul, what the hell happened, bro? What happened to the Dallas Cowboys, the American football team?
Honestly, they gave up what they were doing that won them three really really big games that they had this past 3 weeks, where they scored more than 40 points. They weren't throwing on first and second down like they normally used to, and they started running the ball. And I mean, Buffalo still has probably one of the best run defenses in the league still. And you can't run on them. I mean, the Jets did, but even in that first game that the Jets played them, yeah, they had a great game that they ran the ball, but they almost lost that game too. But I think it was just, I mean, they stopped. I'll give their offensive line big props, man. Also, because they stopped Micah Parsons all night. I mean, granted, there were a couple iffy calls that I saw, but I'm not going to blame that on the referees. It is what it is. We see it all year, but a couple holdings, things like that. Nothing that would have changed the aspect of the game. Dallas lost. Buffalo came out. They beat them. I mean, that's the way football runs, man. Best team's going to win every Sunday.
Okay. Tony, what do you think, buddy?
I got to be honest. I'm actually surprised Buffalo did as well as they did. I mean, they've been playing like shit all year long for the most part. And the fact that they came in there and they punched Dallas in the mouth, big props to them. But, as my brother said before, and I was going to say it also, Josh Allen didn't have the greatest game in the world. I mean, same thing. He's under 100 yards, one touchdown. Sometimes the quarterback doesn't win you the game. So, yeah, that's all I really have to say about that.
Okay. David, what do you think, buddy?
Told you the Bills are back. The running game, in order for them to go to the Super Bowl, they have to run the ball. They can't rely on Josh Allen to throw the ball 40, 50 times. The defense looked good. I mean, Dak looked confused. They couldn't run the ball. Pollard played terrible. It just shows that the Cowboys should have actually traded for a running back during the trade deadline, to be honest with you. The Bills look good, man. Cook had a monster game. He was due for a good game too. I mean, I think he really stepped up. And even Allen said after the game, it's like working on a class project, you doing nothing and you get an A. That's how he said his performance was on Sunday. Or I'm sorry, on Sunday. It was a good game though. I enjoyed watching it. I think the Cowboys impressed me still. They played probably the worst they have all year, and they still didn't do as half as bad.
I thought the worst they played this year was against the Cardinals.
Yeah, and they lost that game 100%. But the Cowboys would still scare me in the playoffs. I mean, that defense just had a bad game, and Dak didn't play well. If they're on a roll, they're a good team, man. They're the only team that I think that could beat the 49ers.
Okay. Let's see what happens, man. Buffalo Bills. I feel like that Buffalo Bills if you guys look, Buffalo's last game is against Miami. And that, I feel like that's going to be the game that determines that division, who's going to win that division. I feel like I got a feeling.
I'm telling you now, if the Bills win the division, they're probably gonna play. Who's first in the AFC right now?
Ravens, Baltimore.
Yeah,
Baltimore. I do not want to. You guys might think I'm crazy. I think the Ravens are overrated still. I'm not.
100%. I agree. I'll take that with you as well. I think the Ravens are overrated 100% without a doubt. I'm not scared with the Ravens at all.
We'll see this weekend what they're really made of.
Yeah,
that receiving core is crazy though.
Oh,
Baltimore?
Yeah.
But Lamar Jackson does not do well in playoffs. He's not a playoff quarterback. He does great.
Their defense is
great
good,
regular season. 100%. Defense is phenomenal.
Their defense
but
is really good.
You need a quarterback to pull in for you as well. The defense needs breaks on the side.
They need a running back too. They don't have like a steady. Like it's so weird. All the teams that win the Super Bowl never have a great running back. I don't understand.
They need to bring back Marvin Ingram. They had Marvin Ingram. Not Marvin Ingram. Mark Ingram. Mark Ingram. My body. Yep. But let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. Now let's go back a couple of days. Let's go to Thursday night football. I could not believe my eyes at the score. Raiders, Chargers, 63 points. Do you guys think this coach secured himself a head coaching job after this performance or no?
The Raiders won't keep him around as much as he'll win games. It happened when John Gruden was coach there. That other coach, he won a whole bunch of games, almost made it to the playoffs.
That was Josh McDaniels. That was Josh. That was
No,
Josh
he's
McDaniels' time.
talking about the Panthers coach last year when the Panthers almost made the playoffs.
Well, no, but even 2 years ago when Gruden was fired, and after they found out all
Oh
that,
yeah,
No,
you're right.
the
And
special
then
teams coach. The special teams coach. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
they brought in the special teams coach. They almost made the playoffs, and they still went to go pick up another coach.
No,
That's
they made the playoffs. They made the playoffs.
no.
They made the playoffs. They played the Chargers. Remember in that game? The Chargers almost tied with them.
They played the Chargers last year to try to get into the playoffs, and they missed out.
No, that was the year before that. That was the
Okay,
year
we
before
get
that
the
with that
point.
coach.
Either way,
All right, you get the point. What do you think? Because he's
Either
a
way.
former Giant coach.
they whatchamacallit. I think he's doing good. Don't get me wrong. I like Antonio Pierce, even when he was a player for the Giants. He's a good leader. That's probably what that team needs. I just don't know if the Raiders are going to keep him around. They might keep him around as like a defensive coordinator, whatever he was doing before, but I don't know if he's going to stay head coach. He might though. Who knows?
If Mark Davis had a head had his head in his brain in his head, he would not make the same mistake twice. I would keep him at Pierce as the head coach. The chemistry is going well. Give him 1 year, 1 full year to see what they can pull through. You did the same bull crap with the guy before he screwed the guy before Josh McDaniels. I don't know the coach's name. My apologies. And he got the guy to the playoffs. Yeah, they didn't win. They didn't win far, but at least he got him to the playoffs. He pushed him. But then he screwed him by bringing Josh McDaniels in, who didn't do bumble shit. You can't do that with this guy. This guy's got the team together. The offense is good. He had a team chemistry building up. Go with it. Build up. Don't downgrade like you guys did last time. I'll stay with Pierce.
I think you also have to see who's out there first.
Yep, I agree.
I mean, what's his name? Looks like he's going to be coming back to the NFL.
Harbaugh.
Harbaugh, yeah. I mean, you're going to sit there and say, well, I'm going to stick with Antonio Pierce, or you're not going to even give Harbaugh an interview. You're going to give Harbaugh an interview, and if you like him, you're going to take him.
But then you're going to end up in the same. Sorry to interrupt you, but you're going to end up in the same predicament that they're still paying Gruden, and they're going to still end up paying what's the name they just fired McDaniels for the next 6 years. Why are you going to do that
Why
same
do you
mistake 3
care?
times?
It's not your money.
No,
I don't
but
care. My money's money.
I agree with Tony too, because you don't know. I mean, God only knows what's his name's going to do. Belichick's going to do. If he's out there, you're telling me the Raiders aren't going to try to fight for him at least?
Belichick's holding the ball. Every team's going to be trading.
But that's what I'm saying. Dude, they even said, I didn't even know you could do this in the NFL. You could trade for a coach. I had no idea you could.
They did that with the Broncos. Broncos and Saints did that.
Yeah.
Broncos and Saints did that.
What's his name?
I had no you could do that. This is like the first I'm hearing about him. Like, trade for him. How the hell do you trade for a coach?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could.
Honestly.
And then for me, I agree with Tony. But I'm telling you right now, if Antonio Pierce doesn't get a fair shot, that locker room will be half out.
No, they're going to give him a fair shot. I don't think they're going to be stupid.
No, I'm just saying that like the players love him. Like even if he doesn't get a head coach job, you gotta at least put him something with the Raiders. Just so listen, at the end of the day, we could all agree Davante Adams wants out of
Yeah, he wants out.
Yeah, so like if they don't rehire Pierce, because apparently he's a big Pierce guy, they're gonna end up trading him. I guarantee it. And if I'm the Giants, I would take a look at Davante Adams.
Okay. You're not
or the Jets.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised with the Jets, but the Jets, we get there. We're gonna get there to that one. Let's talk about Kansas City. So, John Paul, you mentioned Kansas City earlier. So, what's up, buddy? You think Kansas City's going down and downhill?
Absolutely. I wasn't on the show last week. I had actually went out with my wife and my daughter, so I couldn't be on the show. My apologies. But I did want to speak about this last week. And I know, listen, it happened 2 weeks ago, and I might be a broken record. You and David probably talked about it too. He made himself look like an idiot, Mahomes. And granted, don't get me wrong, they came back out and they won the game and this week, and they played good, whatever not. Bro, Kadarius Toney was like 8 feet offside. All right. He was so offside, it was unbelievable. You can't.
The whole game, though. The whole game, though.
They said
4 times in the game.
They said 4 times he was offside in the game.
But that's what I'm saying. If you look at a perfect example, if you look at Sunday night's game, you could see the referee screaming. I forgot who they were talking to, tell them, hey, man, move back. You're no good. Move back. Move back. Dude, they do that all the time. They do that
That's
all
your
the time.
job as a wide
Did that
receiver.
Monday night game. That happened to Kelsey last night.
Yeah, but
was-
he moved the ball a yard in front. That's different. You can't move. And apparently he's
Can't
been
move the
warned
ball.
1,000 times before that. He's been known to move the ball a yard to 2 yards more in front than what it's supposed to be, and he finally got caught.
But on the Kansas City point, though, I just don't like what I see. I don't think they are that powerhouse that everyone claims them to be. Don't get me wrong, dude. Can they score points and put up points? Absolutely. Are they still a fast team? Yeah. But I think they're very beatable. And that's in that AFC, especially as stacked as that AFC is. I mean, just like David said with Buffalo, man, Buffalo goes in, Kansas City's probably going to wind up playing them, and Buffalo smacked them right in the mouth. You know what I mean? They don't want to play Miami because they'll lose to Miami. They almost lost to the Jets this year, and you see how bad the Jets are. You know what I
The
mean?
Broncos ended up beating them badly. The
But that's
Broncos ended up beating them badly.
That's what I'm saying. So for me personally, I think Kansas City's going downhill. But I said that from the beginning of the year. I said it, and then listen, they'll make the playoffs. Absolutely, they'll lose first round.
Okay. But I feel like that's the way with Miami. I feel like Miami's going to be not the don't get me wrong. Miami has been putting great numbers up, 2,000 receiving yards. But Miami is that team that they haven't done nothing against a team above 500. They haven't beaten a team. Am I wrong, guys? I know I say a lot of crazy things. Miami has yet to beat a team above 500.
You know what they say in the NFL? You're supposed to beat up on the bad teams.
You are.
Doesn't make a difference. You're supposed to beat up on the bad teams.
But then at least you put some type of fight against a good team.
Doesn't make a difference. Make it to the playoffs.
But
That's first rule. Make it to the playoffs. It's a new season.
Playoffs, exactly. Playoffs start a whole new season, man. Once you get there, your record is 0-0.
Now, just so I can mention this, because I said it several weeks ago. So it's funny. What did I say was going to happen at the Super Bowl?
Taylor Swift halftime show.
No, not halftime show. That's already been decided a year in advance. So apparently Travis Kelce already went to her father and asked for her hand in marriage.
He's going to do it at the Super Bowl?
If they make it, and if it's a planned by the NFL, I can guarantee that shit's going to happen.
Yo, you know how high views are going to get? And Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl, every views going to be double what they ever were.
Dude, she was so upset he didn't catch that ball the other night. Like, she almost started crying. I was like, bro, really? It's not that serious.
Whatever. Let's keep it moving. I hate KC.
All right. What's his name, David? What do you think, buddy?
I mean, they beat up on
KC too.
Yeah,
he got Venom though.
They played the Patriots. I mean, there's not much to talk about. I mean, the Giants beat up on the Patriots too. So KC needs to start putting shit together in order for them to make a playoff run. Because that division, I don't think the Broncos are going to catch them anyway.
Well, I don't think the Broncos are going to catch them nowhere. I see the Broncos are making at least the 7th seed. They're saying that they might end up Broncos and Miami revenge game. I want to see that. We'll see part 2. Hopefully, they don't get scored right off the Sunday.
Miami will end up smashing them again because they'll be in Miami.
Miami's going to win the East. Trust me.
You know, funny. Yeah, I won't be surprised. You know, what's funny thing I was reading that Miami purposely puts teams under the sun so that the energy can be drained or something like that.
That's smart. Why would you not do it? That's the old move.
That's the only stadium.
Have you never heard what the Giants and the Jets used to do at Giant Stadium?
I mean, yeah,
when field goals would be kicked, they'd open the doors so the wind would blow a certain way.
Yep.
And if you ever look at Giant Stadium when it snows, they usually shove the snow to the opposite side
to the visitor side, yeah.
That the opposing team's going to be on. So at MetLife Stadium, the snow's all the way over there. So they're sitting on a bench with freezing behind them. It's the way you got to play it. It's your field.
Wait, Tony, are you serious? Kelsey wants to really marry Taylor Swift?
Apparently, that was on the news the other night that he already asked for.
Listeners going to talk about now.
Yeah, he asked for her. He asked her father for her hand already, which is crazy.
It's love. Love is a beautiful thing. It's love. Love is a beautiful.
I got to be honest. I think it's more publicity stunt than anything else.
Yep.
Without a doubt, that's true.
Go on.
The whole family get it. The whole family's doing good under this. The mom, everybody's getting ads now. Everybody's getting commercials. Yeah. All right, guys, let's talk about what we got here. What we got here? Let's talk about the Saints and Giants. Is Tony, is DeVito healthy now? I heard he got banged up in that game. What happened in that game? I don't remember exactly.
He was fine apparently. They wouldn't have let him back in from concussion protocol if he was hurt. So, but he did take a rather nasty hit that the refs pick up the flag on, and I don't know why. You know, he was giving himself up. He was going into the slide, and he took a hit.
That was questionable. It could have went either way, in my opinion. He slid a little late, in my opinion, but it could. I mean, if you're trying to protect the quarterback, you got to throw the flag.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Brady, let's be honest here. Brady would have got that flag.
Well, what they said that in the game, they said if he was a more well-known quarterback,
if he wasn't a rookie, they said.
Yeah,
they said if he wasn't a rookie, yeah.
So if we're gonna talk about the game, I'll talk about the game. The Giants' game plan was absolute bullshit.
Oh, terrible.
Kafka, I don't know what the hell you're thinking. I mean, did you not watch tape from last week? Wan'Dale Robinson was your absolute best player on the field last week. Why were we not doing some of the same friggin' plays? I don't understand.
We couldn't run.
Well, yeah, we couldn't run, but that's why you give it to Robinson. He was, I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure if Saquon's fully healthy. He's not getting the ball that much. But still, Robinson should have been getting the ball a lot more, whether it be one of those little trickery plays in the back, like a double reverse, or even little stupid screens. I mean, he could split defenders so well. The fact that we didn't get more plays to him on that is unbelievable. Also, our offensive line is just absolutely disgusting. We now are leading the league in sacked time, 72. DeVito is fourth most sacked quarterback, only 5 games in with 35. Is the kid a good quarterback? I still don't think so. I think he still has to show me a whole bunch, before I can call him a good quarterback, or he's going to start over Daniel Jones. His agent has made things so stupid here. It's fine for a week, but now when I see opposing players throwing up, this hand, it actually bothers the shit out of me. Don't do that. That's almost like insulting my culture. Don't do that shit. I don't like it. I think Sean Stellato is a piece of shit to this industry. Go to the PGA or baseball. I don't like it. The situation here in New Jersey, getting off of that subject, we had 2 seconds on it, where he was supposed to go to a restaurant, it was $10,000 and they raised it to 20. That was 100% on the agent. I can guarantee the player didn't do that shit. Now, with that being said, DeVito did do the right thing, and he showed up there tonight and did it for free, and then went to another event in East Hanover that he was doing. So hopefully that kind of cools everything down. And then lastly, I don't know if Dable has to start kind of taking over the play calling. So right before the half, when DeVito gets hurt, Tyrod Taylor has the ball. There's like 50 seconds on the clock. They run one play, and they waste like 30 seconds. I mean, why are we not attempting to go into the end zone at least twice there? I don't get it. I don't get it. That's my take.
Okay. David, what do you think, buddy?
I'll make this nice and short. I don't know who has the worst offensive line, us or the Jets. I don't know, John Paul. Pretty close.
Offensive line is makeshift. There's guys that play defense on our offensive line.
It just shows that this draft, if I was the Giants, I would take an offensive lineman every round. You have to.
Load up.
Load up. We need depth. We need just people that actually want to block. Go out in free agency. Just sign offensive line.
I don't care. Get the fattest bastard you got out there. Just have him block the entire fucking thing.
Pull a trade. Get somebody good. Like I just don't understand it. Like I want to see Daniel Jones.
How you guys doing salary cap wise? Let's see.
We're still not that good. But listen, at the end of the day, I still don't know what Daniel Jones looks like with a good offensive line. We've never seen it.
No.
So at the end of the day, this is in reality his last year, next year coming up. You might as well go out there and make all the trades and do what you can for offensive linemen. Let's just be honest here. And if I was the Jets, I would do exactly the same thing. I would get rid of Mikael Becton too. He can't block a shadow either. Him and Neal might be the two worst offensive linemen, had the most hype coming out of college. But anyway, the defense looked like they didn't. It just looked like the Giants didn't want to play, to be honest with you. And the Saints defense looked great. I gotta give them credit. That defense deserves a lot of credit. They've been playing well consistently throughout the year. But that's it. I don't want to keep going with it. The Giants just need offensive line. They can't block anybody.
Okay. So, John Paul, what do you think, buddy?
Honestly, I know the Giants are still in the hunt of possibly still making the play. No. Hear me out. Don't, you're overthinking what I'm about to say.
You gotta let them think the thinking chamber.
Hold on. I think it's a long shot for them to make the playoffs. So go out there and have fun. You know what I mean? That's what those young kids need to do. Put those young kids out. Let DeVito have fun doing his. You know what I mean? I mean, granted, I think they're overdoing it a little bit with that stuff, but let them go out there and have fun, man.
Yeah, I don't want to see his ugly ass mother on TV anymore.
I agree. They need to put all the rookies.
His father ain't no ball of fire either.
I'm not gay, so I don't care. But
well, I'm just ugly parents. I mean, it is what it is.
You're not going to help. Let's say that by his parents. But
I don't want to see their faces anymore. I don't want to see the leprechaun anymore.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude, I'm so sick of
him. That's not nice, dude. Umir's the host of our show.
On behalf of all of us, on behalf of all of us Italians out there, this guy is just making us look like an a-hole.
I mean, yeah, because Italians are not that over. They're making them look like a whole. I hang out with Italians my whole life,
and like just like
I never seen. I've been around family parties with Tony and John Paul. I've never seen anybody do that whole thing or the hats ever. I've been around these two guys for how many years now? Couple year parties I've been to, right? I never ever seen them. I heard Italian music being played because their father likes Italian music. But I never seen them do this or the hats. I'm like, what the hell? That's not Italian culture at all. I never seen it ever. My right hand man's Italian. Never seen that ever.
He's annoying, and Tony's right. It's just he's getting.
It's like the New Jersey Italians. You're not authentic. Italian.
He's a Jersey Shore. He's a Jersey Shore of the NFL, and it's starting.
So he's like a Howard Beach boy. Howard Beach Italian.
I don't know. It's ridiculous, and I mean, DeVito has to say to himself, he's gonna have some value. He's gonna have some value when the season's over. He's got to dump this guy and get a legit manager.
Oh, he absolutely 100% proved himself that he could be a backup.
Yeah.
Then he proved it. The kid proved he can play.
His agent looks like the movie my cousin Vinny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like that. My cousin was an agent.
Dude, he's gonna make more money in endorsements than he will in the NFL. Mark my words.
100% with the whole. Okay,
please. And quit your day job.
All right, guys, that time of day again. Tony, do the honors. Who won last week and who lost?
So, I was away last week and I wasn't supposed to do it, but I ended up doing it anyway.
Good.
Yeah, because David Hoffman's not a very good typist, so my apologies. And John Paul he's a sack of potatoes.
So David, winner, chicken dinner, 12 wins.
Wow. I think
Umir right behind 11. Wow. Me and John Paul 10. And Paulie, who's out this week, is at 9. And
that means a one-win club.
We all kind of got screwed by 2 games, Atlanta and Philly.
Yep. Yeah, I can't believe that.
But not a bad week overall, though, guys. That was actually a pretty good week.
Pretty good week. All right, Tony, I'm going to start the games off. Thursday night football, we got Saints versus the Rams. I'm going L.A.
Oh. This is in L.A. too.
Yes.
It's a must-win for the Saints.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to go New Orleans. I just think they played very well.
But do you really trust Carr? That's the thing.
I think Carr's a damn good quarterback, man. I just think he's been on terrible teams.
I have to if I the Saints. I mean, the Rams didn't play bad last week.
Who did the
So
Rams?
we gotta.
Who's the
They
Rams?
played.
What?
They played
Washington.
the Commanders.
Washington, and they played the Ravens tough the week before that.
Yeah, but they almost
I
lost.
give
Yeah, they won by touchdown. I'm going Saints. I mean, it's a must win for them.
Wow, this is the first Thursday night football game we haven't all picked the same team in like a minute now.
John Paul, who you taking?
The Saints, please.
Okay,
Right.
next up, Bengals versus Steelers. I'm going Bengals.
Mm.
Game.
It's a must win for the Steelers too.
Since he's been playing their ass off, right? They beat Minnesota.
I like Cincy too. That kid Browning can play, man. I'm gonna take Cincinnati also.
I'm gonna take Cincinnati too. I trust Browning over Trubisky.
Who you taking, Tiny?
Cincy, buddy.
Took
We're all
Cincinnati.
Cincy from
we're all
top.
Cincy.
Yeah, he picks first from now on. He's not allowed to pick last.
I like
All
that.
right. Bills with no, we definitely not doing that, guys. Bills and Chargers. I'm going Bills.
I like the Bills as well.
They have to keep winning. You gotta take the Bills.
Tony?
I said Bills.
He said Bills.
Okay. Next up, Commanders versus the Jets. John Paul, I'm gonna go first with you. You gotta take the Jets with the Commanders.
This is gonna be
This is such a bad game.
Wow, this is going to be a shit show of a game.
It's such a horrible. I'm gonna take Washington. I think the Jet. I don't even know who the Jets are starting at quarterback.
I was going to say, it's got to be Simeon, right?
I would assume it's Trevor Simeon. But there's also another guy they picked up from
From the Seattle practice squad, right?
like a high school player. And I'm gonna take Washington, please.
Okay, David?
I gotta take Washington too. I'd rather trust Sam Howell over any of those quarterbacks.
Okay, Tony?
This is such a tough predicament, man. Is Washington tanking?
They played
And
good
the salary
last week.
cap is looking nice.
They actually should have beat the Rams last week, and it was in LA.
Yeah, I'm going Washington.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but the Jets defense is gonna kill me. I know they're gonna kill me this week.
I don't know why.
The problem with Sam Howell is he either plays really well or he plays well but just throws a shitload of interceptions. That you don't know what version you're gonna get of him.
I'm gonna go with the Jets. I don't know. This game could go either way. You can get a quarter. This game could tie, for all I know. Get it up 0-3 again like that. This is the way this game is. Lions versus Vikings. Divisional game on Christmas Eve.
It's a must-win for both.
I'm taking Detroit. I don't think the Vikings are playing that up to par for myself right now.
If the Vikings lose, they're out of the playoffs, I think.
Good.
Yeah.
They could join the Jets already playing golf.
Hey, guys, can we take a 2-minute intermission real quick?
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Okay, give me one
Promise.
Give me 1 second. All right, it's a tough game. I don't know, man. Who am I gonna go with?
Detroit for me.
Detroit for David.
This is a divisional game. Give me Detroit. Even though they lost to the Chicago.
They lost to Chicago like 3 weeks ago, though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Divisional games are always hard. You don't know which way they can go.
The problem is golf. You don't know how golf's going to play.
Beat Cleveland this week.
Chicago lost Cleveland in the
but they almost beat them. I mean, dude, that dude wouldn't have dropped that pass. Phew.
He should have caught that Hail Mary. He kicked that out of his hand.
All right, next? So Tony, who you going, boy?
Detroit.
He picked already.
Sorry, John Paul.
He picked
John Paul's Detroit also.
All right, so you guys told me that we can go next game.
Open those.
All right, next up, Browns versus Texans.
Ooh.
I'm taking Browns.
Ooh.
I'm taking Browns. Especially after that game against Tennessee.
Name's coming back this week. Is he Stroud?
No, Stroud's out. They just announced Stroud's out again for the second week.
Yeah, then I'm going to go Cleveland.
I'm also going Cleveland.
Okay. I think this next game we all can go agree on this. Packers versus Panthers. I'm going Panthers. Packers. Sorry, Packers.
Packers have to keep winning to make the playoffs.
Yeah, they have to win. I'm going to take the Green Bay as well.
I'm also
Okay.
going Green Bay.
Okay. Next game. Seattle Seahawks play the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans have been officially been eliminated from playoff contention. Seattle Seahawks right now fighting to get themselves in the playoffs for the 7th seed. Tony, who we going, buddy?
I hate saying it, but I'm gonna go Seattle.
Seattle too. They have to keep up pace with everybody. Titans
Paul.
look good.
Yeah, okay. I'll roll with you guys. I'll take Seattle.
I'll go with you guys, so I'll take Seattle as well. All right, next up, we got the Colts versus the Falcons.
Colts.
Colts.
Falcons looked horrendous. Horrendous.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Indy also. Colts screwed us last week. I mean, Atlanta screwed us last week.
I want to take Atlanta so bad, but I'll take the Colts too. I don't want to be that mush like T Poop is over there.
Shut up, jackass. Next game, we got the Buccaneers versus the Jaguars. Florida versus Florida.
Oof. Buccaneers have to win to keep pace too.
I don't like the Jaguars. I'm going to go with Tampa.
So does Tampa Bay, and so does the Jags, though, don't they?
Yeah, but the
No,
Jags
their division is horrible. Their division is horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Tony, you got to pee over there? Japo, you got to go use the bathroom over there, buddy? You good?
He's waiting for the show to get done.
I'm gonna go Jags.
I'm going to go Bucks.
I can't see the Jags losing again. I'm going Jaguars too.
Okay, next game, we got Dallas Cowboys versus Miami Dolphins.
Oh,
Miami Dolphins have yet to beat a team above 500, so I'm going with the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going with America's football team.
Dude, they should put an asterisk next to this game. If Tyreek doesn't play, I say the Cowboys. But if Tyreek does play, I say the Dolphins.
I'm gonna go Miami because of that 500 reason.
And their defense looked good last week.
Yep.
I think Dallas has to play back. They played horrible this weekend, so they gotta win this week. So I'm gonna take Dallas.
Miami in the heat.
All right, I got Dallas Cowboys, America's football team. Cardinals versus the Bears.
Bears.
The Bears
Chicago
been
Pizza.
good.
The Chicago Bears.
The Bears been looking good, man. Even though they haven't won, I gotta take the Bears.
All right, all of us are with the Chicago.
All right, Sunday Night Football. What a beautiful game we have on Christmas Eve. What a fantastic game. We got the New England Patriots versus the Denver Broncos. I'm going with Broncos. What a great way to start our Christmas Day.
You know what the funniest thing is? I think the Patriots might win.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Denver as well.
I have to go Denver. They have to keep up with the playoffs.
Yeah, me too. I gotta take Denver.
Okay. Christmas Day, 1 o'clock. We got the Raiders versus the Chiefs.
I have to take the Chiefs. I can't see them losing again.
It's got to be KC. It's got to be.
I think they're done losing for the year.
Kansas City.
Get that script ready.
I smell a Christmas miracle. I smell Santa in the air. Now I'm still going Kansas City Chiefs. I don't believe that. Next up, the New York Giants versus Philadelphia Eagles.
I think we could all go Eagles. Let's make it nice and simple. Everybody say Eagles.
The Giants always give.
I'm gonna take the Eagles.
Eagles.
It tastes so horrible coming out of my mouth. It really does. Philadelphia. God damn it.
Go ahead.
I'm going with New York Giants. I'm going with New York Giants.
Okay.
It could be wrong. It could be a blowout, but the Giants always put up a fight against Philly. They don't go down without a fight.
Not last year.
All right. Dave, you're going with Eagles, right? All right.
Yeah.
Monday Night Football. Ravens versus the Niners.
Ooh, this can be such a good game.
The number one AFC versus the number one NFC right now.
I have to take the 49ers. The Ravens are due for a loss.
I'm going to take Niners as well.
Give me Baltimore. I just for matter of fact, I just want Baltimore. I want Baltimore to beat them.
I can see that.
And Tony, you gotta do me a favor, buddy. Tony, change my pick for the Eagles and Giants game. Put me down for Philly, please. Put me down for Philly.
Come on,
No,
man.
passed already.
Yeah.
passed
Nah, go Phillies. Shut up, jackass.
He's
Shut up,
stuck.
jackass.
No, he can't change. That's cheating.
Yes. That's not cheating. That's not cheating.
Then Thursday, when our team loses, I'm changing it.
49ers as well for me too.
Wow.
All right, viewers, I hope all of you. Tony,
Hold on.
right?
I would like to address something really quickly. I don't like getting into politics and all kinds of shit, but something was said last night. If it was a person of maybe different, the world would be enraged right now. Rashad Mendenhall said something extremely stupid.
Who's
Apparently, average white guys, we can't play football, so we shouldn't talk about it. Average white
100%.
guys should not talk about football because we can't play it, apparently. Where's the backlash? If it was a fucking white guy saying this, excuse my language, they'd be out of the NFL already. They'd be hanging him from a tree somewhere. Why is it okay for that to be said?
I just think everybody needs to just keep their mouth shut and just let
Yeah.
everybody play.
I agree, dude. I agree. Keep your mouth shut. But why is there a double standard when these kind of things are said?
Unfortunately, that's the world we live in now.
And I definitely don't support stuff like that. And again, we don't condone anything like that. We don't support anything like that as a team on the show. And stupid comment he said without a doubt.
Be said to me. You know what kind of world we're in right now. Why would you come out and say an average white guy shouldn't talk about the sport because average white guys can't play football?
I mean, Tom Brady the GOAT.
He's not an average white guy. I mean,
Neither Brock Purdy's an average. You know who's an average white guy? The kicker for the New York Giants that was back in the day. What was his name? Matt Bryant. He was an average white guy, and he played the game. He has 2 Super Bowl rings, the fucker.
I apologize to end this on a bad note, but when I read it, it pissed me off to no avail.
100%.
I don't, like I said, the world would be up in arms if it was somebody else saying it.
He's a loser.
Yeah, he's not playing the league no more. All right, guys, I want to wish all my viewers a Merry Christmas. Hope you guys have a great time with your family. Spend this time. And all y'all, these 3 idiots have put them on the naughty list of Santa. Santa told them we can put them on the naughty list. And hope all y'all have a great time today. Enjoy your time with your family. And hope to see you soon.
Merry Christmas, guys.